Okay, here we are. So today's gonna be pretty simple. I'm gonna be playing some Naruto Ninja Storm 4 and talking about Kingdom Hearts and how they scale power-wise. Yeah, gonna be pretty chill, I think. This is not the fitness gram pacer test. I can assure you that. I'll grab Minato. Yeah, okay, that'll do. Anyway, so yeah, let's see. Okay, I honestly don't know what to say.
Battle begins.
Oops, pressed it 2 times. Well, just to start, I guess that something good to say is that in terms of power scaling, Kingdom Hearts is pretty like ridiculous, and it's also kind of inconsistent. Like, particularly during Kingdom Hearts 3, like the power scaling is heavily inconsistent. Okay, so like to give an example. Riku had been training for much longer than Sora, and Sora was like reset to level 1, whereas Riku had kept all of his powers from all of his previous journeys, right? Pretty simple. Yet, by the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, Sora is like basically making Riku look like a baby. Which makes absolutely no sense. Especially when considering that in the past they've been shown to be relatively equal to each other when they were reset back to 0. And their growth has been shown to be rather similar to each other. So the fact that suddenly Sora is able to make Riku look so bad is like, it makes no sense. I hate Tamari. But, so yeah, fair warning. Kingdom Hearts, even with power scaling, it doesn't always add up. Anyways.
Run and cling to life.
So I'm gonna talk about some Birth by Sleep stuff, I guess. Yeah, okay. So, the Birth by Sleep characters, a lot of people either they'll sleep on them, saying that they aren't that strong, or they'll heavily wank them as being, like, really freaking powerful, which they are really powerful, but in comparison to other people in their series, I'd argue that they're more so towards the middle. Yeah, I'm gonna die. But, with, like, let's start with Terra and Aqua and the trio, I feel. That'd be a good starting point. So, what took you so long, Mona? This thing's hurting me. But, oh, Final Fantasy IX, okay. So, in terms of feats, Aqua and Terra, during Birth by Sleep at least, they don't have many. But Aqua is able to basically survive in the realm of darkness for like 10, 11 years, constantly walking, constantly fighting, in a place without time, where all the Heartless, who are already baseline universal level, are enhanced greatly, and she's pretty, like, she's just, like, her stamina's doing fine. She's not, like, really tiring out all that much, except, like, in terms of spirit, maybe she might be tiring out, but like physically, she's all right. She's fine. People don't understand that pretty much if you're part of Kingdom Hearts, by definition, if you're part of the universe, you can probably do stuff similar to that. It's not just, oh, Aqua's able to do this, so that means that her stamina far surpasses a lot of other people. No, Aqua's not. Like, Pete, what are you? What about Pete? Are you asking how he scales? Cause like, Pete gets crushed, like, real fast. Like, Pete? In Kingdom Hearts 2, to put it simply, Sora, by the end of it, mollywops Pete. And like, during days, like midway through when Roxas is still training and he's not quite at full power yet, and him and Axel, like, they see Pete, Axel's like brushing Pete off. He's like, this guy's not important to the mission. He doesn't matter at all to us or the mission at all. So we might as well just ignore him because he's literally just fodder. And like literally any time that Pete fights, he loses. He even lost to himself from the past. Like, he went back in time and fought Steamboat Willie Pete, along with, like, Sordon and Goofy, and, like, Pete got beat by Pete, so... Pete isn't really... He's, like, filler. He's, like, the filler arc of Kingdom Hearts, in my opinion. Like... He's like the one person from Crystal Release in Naruto. I can't. Yeah, no, Pete is He does nothing. Where was I? Right. So, Terra scales to Aqua. Because, like, literally, anytime they fight, Terra's either... Yes, Fu's best girl. But, either Terra always ends up being slightly weaker than Aqua by, like, barely, like, getting beat by her, or they're shown to, like, literally, yeah, like, they're right at each other's, like, they're relatively equal. I'm actually liking playing as Zabuza. I might play him more often. But with
Round 2, begin.
what am I trying to say? So, the Lingering Will... I need to pause for this, honestly. The Lingering Will is... He's obviously the armor of Terra. He doesn't have Terra's heart, which normally would be a detriment to most people. Like, I know that the organization has all their powers, but believe it or not, them not having a heart can be a major detriment to them. Like, sure, they gained all these powers, but they would be much more powerful if they regained their heart, because then they would have the powers as well as their own heart's willpower. And the willpower of a heart is, like, freaking busted. It's like... It's like... It's like the Sharingan of... Well, not necessarily, but, you know, like... It's like... When you have it, you can use it to do literally whatever you want. But, the Lingering Will, he's been training in the Keyblade Graveyard for a really long time, you see. Like, really long. He's learned how to, like, do all this stuff with his Keyblade, like, morph it around and crap. So... like, the fact that he's able to make Sora, like, Sora and Donald and Goofy together are barely able to defeat him is pretty valid due to just how powerful he actually is. And, like, he directly scales ahead of Terranort because the first time that they fight, he, like, pretty much makes Terranort look like a piece of cake. And then... when he came back in Kingdom Hearts 3, the much stronger Terranort, you know, this is Terra's body, which was already strengthened, and then Xehanort's heart, and, like, this Terranort, who probably trained because he's able to take out all the Guardians with ease, like, he just... the Lingering Will, like, comes in, hits him with, like, 3 attacks, and has Terranort running for his life. That being said, though, they are both they're shown relatively equal to each other later on during the Remind DLC. So I guess that basically the two of them both did the same amount of training. And since Terranort bodied Aqua, who may have been like slightly weaker, yes, the Keyblade Whipping Cannon combo. But like with his... what was I saying? Yeah, since Terranort bodied Aqua, who's, like, probably not that much weaker than how she was during Birth by Sleep, and Terra was relative to her, and then the Lingering Will managed to, like, beat the heck out of Terranort, it's pretty safe to assume that the lingering will like scales much higher than his normal self. So yeah, that's where the lingering will scales, from my opinion. Oh god, I got Madara. So yeah, that is where I'm at in terms of lingering will and the scaling. He is much higher than his normal self. That being said though, if he faced like Zemnis, he'd probably lose, like, no question asked. So yeah. Any other requests? Dark Riku. Okay, so he's an odd one. Like, he's kind of an outlier in terms of power scaling too. Cause like, for all intents and purposes, like, Dark Riku is just Riku Replica. And the Riku Replica should have no chance in modern day Kingdom Hearts. Like, the Riku Replica should not, like, be as powerful as he is. Cause, like, KH1 Riku, he's at most, like, he's able to be Ansem, who's Universal Plus, or something like that. And, like, in comparison to the multiversal clashes that are happening in Kingdom Hearts 3, Riku Replica looks like a toy, but the problem here is that this Riku Replica, A, we don't know when he was, brought back to the present. B, we know that Xehanort's heart is in him, which Xehanort's heart is actually an amp, I feel. Xehanort's heart can amp people, because, like, case in point, Terranort is able to beat the ever-loving crap out of Aqua when Terra can't. Like, even back in Birth by Sleep when, like, there was no training in between, that Terranort still did massively better than Terra did against Aqua in Birth by Sleep, so he's got a Xehanort amp, plus he's been training a little bit, so I guess that he's, like, kind of like Sora, where he shouldn't have grown as much as he did, but he just somehow grew to that point. Yeah, Riku Replica is one of those outliers, I gotta say. Orin? Pod. Orin's nice.
It's not over yet.
Alright, what's the question? Well, in my personal opinion, he only got it once he absorbed Kingdom Hearts. Anytime before that, he probably can't use it, in my opinion. So Dragon's basically just like Kingdom Hearts itself created it, okay? That's basically the way I see it. The very entity known as Kingdom Hearts made the dragon. So that's when Zemnis gained the dragon. Any other questions? Well, it's not necessarily a pet dragon, you can just make it. Like, Kingdom Hearts itself can, like, make whatever it wants. Like, You see the tailed beasts? If it wanted to, it could probably make a tailed beast, like, being. Kingdom Hearts is like the thing that can create whatever it wants in Kingdom Hearts. Like, so that dragon was created the moment that Xemnas wanted it to. So when he absorbed the Kingdom Hearts, he's like, I want a dragon. Boom, Kingdom Hearts gives it a dragon out of thin air. That's how it works, basically. What, no Susano? You gotta be kidding me. This is garbage. You can attack yourself? Oh, you mean Final Fantasy? I don't know.
Final round.
I guess it's like when someone's confused, you need to take them out. Like when your allies hit with an ailment or something. I don't know.
Doesn't look like you can dance any longer. What a boring partner.
But anyway. Now Ventus, he scales lower than Terra and Aqua, but it's not by that bad an amount. Like, he's one of the weaker characters, but like, the very fact that he's in Kingdom Hearts, he's really powerful. Like, during Birth by Sleep particularly, there's not that big of a gap between him and the other characters, okay? Because he's like, able to take on Vanitas, who was able to take on Aqua. So it all kind of rounds out pretty nicely. But Ventus would lose to Aqua or Terra in a fight, in my opinion. So yeah. And then Ericus and Xehanort are just something else entirely. Like, I know that Terra killed Ericus, but like, Ericus didn't bring out his armor. Oh yeah. So guess what? I'm going to now play as Vexen and Kokichi at the same time. I kid you not. It's not just Vexen and Kokichi. The Shino Aburame from Naruto has the same voice actor as them. Or is it someone else? No, I think it's Shino. It's Shino, right? I need to Google that. Voice actor. Yeah. Yeah. So Vexen and Kokichi and Shino Aburame too. They have the same voice actor. So like, yeah. It's a bit ridiculous, ain't it? Derek, Stefan, Prince in Danganronpa, Naruto, and Kingdom Hearts. But speaking of Vexen, he is the weakest member of the organization. You can't really change my mind on that, okay? But like, in terms of Kingdom Hearts, like, he's the first member to get killed. He fought both Riku and Sora, and he was like losing to Sora, and like Riku kind of like didn't immediately die, even though Vexen was like trying to fight him really hard. So Vexen himself isn't much. Like, he got killed by Axel, like, relatively easily. Sure, he might have been weakened, but like, he didn't even try to guard or anything. So, yeah. Let's see. So, yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure that anyone in the organization can easily take out Vexen. Trying to think of something. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna take the L. So, yeah. And in my opinion, most Birth by Sleep characters. Oh god, you're really bringing up young Xehanort? Okay, let's talk young Xehanort. So, without his Keyblade, with just 2 ethereal blades, like in all of his magic, he gave each member of the Birth by Sleep trio a really hard time. And then later on, he gains a Keyblade. And like this particular young Xehanort, he can abuse time stuff. Remember that. So that's important to know. Let's see what else. He fought Dream Drop Distance Riku, and yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory in my opinion.
Round 2, begin.
Yeah, he's just really powerful, and he's got hacks, honestly. Young Xehanort. In Kingdom Hearts 3, like, he's able to fight Sora at his strongest, which puts him at the same level as, like, the rest of the organization in Kingdom Hearts 3. What else can I think of? I don't know, like, he doesn't actually have a lot of feats, but the ones that he does have are freaking impressive. So, what else can he do?
I really am amazing.
Well, he can control basically all of the main elements masterfully, mind you. Like, he managed to mix Arrow and Fire Raga to create like a Fire Raga tornado, like 3 of them that spun around and hit his opponents. He can turn invisible. He can cast Doom on you, which is something only he and Marluxia can do, although Marluxia's is noted to be more powerful. He can rewind time. He can rewind time only for himself and regenerate his own health. He can stop time and hit you as many friggin' times as he wants. He can yeah, that makes sense. You can die there. He can be possessed by himself, yeah. So Master Xehanort possessed young Xehanort. Did you know that? So, yeah.
Particle style. Mission atomic dismantling jutsu.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. That was pretty much DDD in a nutshell. Xehanort controlling himself to help himself fight against people that he wanted to put himself into, mind you, yeah. So it's more like Xehanort controls Xehanort to fight people that Xehanort wanted to put Xehanort into, while Xehanort, and Xehanort are all hanging around, helping out Xehanort. Ah, nice. Hope you enjoy your food. Oh god. Young Xehanort is a beast, okay? Do I really need to say much?
That's enough.
Now do Xion. Okay, so Xion is, well, she's basically reliant on another character in terms of her power, okay? Like, whatever level that Roxas is at, that's her level of power, okay? Because she copies Roxas. And since this is Roxas we're talking about, basically Xion is like the highest, part of the higher tier of characters. Since Roxas scales directly to Sora, Xion scales directly to Roxas most of the time. And she can also copy others, like, she can copy Saix's power. We saw it in the Keyblade Graveyard. So, overall, Xion is pretty impressive. Yes, Xion is a replica of the Nobody of Sora. Well, rather, she's considered a replica of Sora's memories of Kairi, but she was essentially made through Roxas. Roxas isn't necessarily replicating Sora. Like, he's already got part of Sora, because he is, like, partly Sora. Like, Xion is basically replicating someone who already has something from another kind of being. I might lose. Yeah, so, yeah, Xion, that's where she stands in terms of power. Lushu is Zigbar. That's who he is. Zigbar, I don't want to get into power scaling his Lushu side, to be honest. Because there's just too many hypotheticals. So, Naminé, she has a single hacks. That's it for her. She doesn't do anything physical, like, literally anyone can restrain her with ease. But, like, she can mess with memories. Specifically people connected to Sora for the most part, but, like, that's pretty much everyone. Like, yeah. Like, she could shut down Riku Replica's mind. And she could, like, make Sora believe that he, like, is actually, like, deep friends with her. Like, they're deep friends. She can make him believe that. Kairi, she has no, like, during Kingdom Hearts, literally any time before Kingdom Hearts 3, she has her own, like, kind of hacks. Like, she basically does Deus Ex Machinas for a living. And, in Kingdom Hearts 2, she kind of gained the Keyblade through a stupid way. Like, Riku literally, like, hey, Kairi, you want a Keyblade? Sure! And then, like, he just handed Kairi a Keyblade. But, she doesn't really do anything special with it until Kingdom Hearts 3, in which Kingdom Hearts 3, she gets stronger. Like, in my opinion, she still is not, like, one of the top Keyblade wielders. Like, she's probably, like, the weakest Keyblade wielder on the team. But, like, that's still saying a lot. And, then I know that she also has some feats in Melody of Memory, but I haven't actually gotten to seeing Melody of Memory yet, so I'm gonna be good. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into that. So yeah. Moment of truth. Ain't no truth. You're only one love. One world, one battle goes on. Shadows of mass. Oh god. Okay, Yozora scales to Sora. That's it. Like, it's literally, he's probably as powerful as Sora. Like, as cut even as it can be, because there's an ending where you win and an ending where you lose. Okay? That's how Yozora is. I'm not getting any further into it, because, like, the hacks he got, like, he can steal Keyblades even though he's not a Keyblade wielder. And he can, like, steal items from your inventory. And, like, he can alter gravity. Like, make black holes. I'm not gonna get into that, okay? Basically, like, he'll even steal your Kupo coin. Like, the freaking item that the Moogles worked so hard to make and give you, he'll just, oh, that thing can revive you? Give me that. And then he will use it on himself if he dies, sending him back to full health, basically extending the fight by double. So, yeah, he's just like, he's a busted freaking dude. The Demon Wave? I don't know, like, it's, like, I know it's a bunch of Universal level Heartless, which on the surface can look scary, but it's actually kind of fodder. Yes, best girl beat Mater and then immediately got killed by Hanzo. Yes, Fu really does deserve better.
Come out, Ibuse.
Anytime you're ready.
This'll work.
Yeah, yeah, Yozora is stupid, and the Demon Wave is actually kind of fodder. Cause, like, Aqua beat it with Nikki's help, Sora beat it with Dawn and Goofy's help. Wait, no, we're talking about the Demon Wave. I was thinking of the Demon Tower. The Demon Wave is actually kind of scary. Like, it's a little scary because it is, like, it can kill Keyblade wielders with ease, but, like, all you have to do is say power of friendship and you'll win, because literally Sora summoned like a bunch of those Keyblades, like, you know, like the Keyblade wave that Vanitas rides, like he like summoned like a wave 20 times that size, and like the Keyblades just like crushed the Heartless with ease. It's basically like, can you match the amount that they have? Okay. Like, if you can do that, you'll be able to win. What about Union Cross? Ugh. Yeah, what about Union Cross?
You can count on me.
Oh, you mean the Wave in Union Cross? Yeah, no, it's like this. That's the Demon Tower, actually. I don't think that there's a Wave in Union Cross, so it's, yeah, it's only gonna scale to Aqua and, like, Sora. Which, yeah, like, in terms of the scaling, it's like, it's heavily, like, sure, it takes a little while to take out, but it's more like a chore. How is this team so freaking good?
Disappear. Disappear.
Oh, come on. Can you not? Just die. Yeah, no kidding.
Round 2. Begin. The victor has been decided. Final round. Begin. Here you go.
Really, just like it?
I've widened. Disappear.
Ansem? Okay, well, he's like, in Kingdom Hearts 1, he's Universal Plus. Universal Plus, like, but his growth rate is extraordinary, because, like, basically no matter what situation you throw him in, his growth, like, he becomes relevant. Somehow, some way. Like, Dream Drop Distance rolls around and he's relevant in terms of power. He's not like fodder, he's relevant.
Disappear. Follow my lead.
So, yeah, Ansem,
Follow my lead.
he scales like to multiversal in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Shikigami dance.
So yeah, you got that.
Good.
Ansem is good, okay.
For the sake of the friends who've walked with me.
And he's got a lot of like tactics too, cause like he usually uses the Guardian to like do melee for him so that he can stay behind while he throws lasers. So he's got a lot of tools at his disposal, and he's really good with manipulating the battlefield itself, especially in Kingdom Hearts 3. When Riku became Ansem, like when he used Ansem's power in Days, which by the way, this is like a shadow of Ansem's power, because like Ansem himself was mostly purged from Riku. This was like a slight like sliver of a remnant of Ansem left. Like Riku was like tied with Roxas, and then he began losing badly when Roxas gained both Keyblades, and then he became Ansem, and Ansem like one-shot Roxas. He immediately speed blitzed him, appeared in front of him, and then choked him out. So yeah, that's Ansem for you. Okay, that is not random. I swear that is not random. Vanitas scales to other characters, like he scales to Ventus, well he scales higher than Ventus, like He scales to Aqua mostly, okay? That's like where he's at, okay. Vanitas can scale up to where Aqua's at, usually. Ventus Vanitas, the first multiversal character, okay? Because he has the Keyblade. There. Simple enough. All that being said, he's being weakened by Ventus inside of his heart, so you gotta consider that. Aqua managed to break Ventus Vanitas' Keyblade, which is like weird, but she had Ventus's help, so like, yeah, I guess. Yeah. I kinda already covered Vanitas when talking about the other Birth by Sleep characters, honestly. Yeah, she had Mickey. He was there too, but no offense, but Mickey wasn't really much of a factor. Like, yeah, Mickey isn't. Mickey isn't much. Okay. He's like, yeah, he can take on Zaldin in Kingdom Hearts 2, I guess, but like, in terms of in-lore, Mickey, like, he's more so like, he has a bunch of powerful random magic that he can pull off, but physically speaking, he isn't actually all that impressive from what I know. At most, he gets winked at most from Disney. Yeah, Mickey's got time magic. He used it in Kingdom Hearts, Dream Drop Distance, and then he used it later on in 3. So, yeah. That's where Mickey's at. Lexeus. That's who. Lexeus doesn't manipulate time. Demix is like other characters. He's like in the lower ranking of the organization. Like, yeah, he can beat Vexen probably, but that's not really saying much. When he gets serious, he's like kinda impressive actually, but like that's kinda holds true for almost any organization member. Like he's stronger than Zexion and Vexen, but he's weaker than Luxord and other characters, so yeah. Oh my god, this mic. That's where you need to have it jammed in your ear if you want it to work. Anyways, yeah, Demix isn't very impressive.
I'll take care of it.
Crush you right here.
Riku was a protagonist. He didn't start falling. The only time that Riku actually like fell was like at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2. I know. Anyways,
Round 2. Begin.
You got it. Now's the time.
yeah. I've seen the Kingdom Hearts 1 intro. Sora fell, Riku didn't. What are you talking about?
That's enough. Take this.
Alright, I gotta go for a bit. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, never mind. Okay, sheesh, I'm back. You're blind, giant fish, and you gotta play V3. Oof, okay.
The victor has been decided. Final round. Begin. Got it. It's about time. Borrow your power, Ninetales. Got you. Got Let's go. Just as I Take over for me. Over here, die. Tsukuyomi.
Okay, so,
Your eyes see nothing.
yeah. I don't know.
The victor has been decided.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is really powerful, okay.
Because you're lacking in hatred.
Yep. Oh, for the love of God.
There you go. There you go. Over here. There you go. There you go. I'll help you out. Chilling on the sidelines. Too slow.
I'll do it!
Die. All right. Let me die. All right. I'm ready. Die. On this sideline. Over here. Here I go.
I'll do it!
I'm ready.
Yeah, let's see.
I'll handle this.
Ugh. But yeah, I don't know. Riku didn't fall ever, as far as I know, except for like Kingdom Hearts 2 at the very end. Mab? Makes sense. Oh, ain't this sweet?
I'll take care of it.
Round 2. Begin.
Amaterasu. Amaterasu.
All right. I'm ready. All right.
All set.
The victor has been decided. I'm ready.
I'll take it.
Final round. Begin.
Well, I don't know what to do.
Nothing really. I'll do it.
I gotta say though, this attack is really easy to spam if you know what you're doing. Like, it's really easy to pull off too. Like, it's a good friggin' attack. Like, look, we can't even dodge it unless they go full all in.
I'm confident that I won't lose. Especially now that I have people who love me and whom I love.
It's
called Flying Raiji. Chiku Shipu Senko. Renodan. Naoshi.
The victor has been decided.
Nothing really.
Maybe I could, like,
Victory will lead us to tomorrow.
use that PS Plus trial and then play some online while I talk or something. I don't know. Ugh. I guess I can talk about, like, I don't know. Marluxia? Yeah, let's talk about Marluxia. How about that? So, like, Marluxia, he's, how do I put it? Marluxia is, he's got busted hacks that he doesn't use, like, ever. Like, he can control death, you know, and that is pretty busted in and of itself. And in addition, he's very proficient with darkness and the void. So, yeah, there's that.
Get your way.
I'll do it.
What else? He's got a lot of transformations, too.
Cold. Flying righty. Chiku Shiku Senko. Relogan. Yoshi. Nothing really.
All right. I'll take care of it. Over here. I'm ready.
Okay, yeah, I'm done here. Ugh. What else is there to say? I don't know. I really don't. Yeah. Why does Kakuzu look better dead than alive? Yeah, I'm out of stuff to talk about, aren't I? Well. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Like, absolutely no clue. Yeah, I might just end things early. But yeah, this was a pretty fun hour or so. I enjoyed this, honestly. So yeah, thanks for watching and take care, and remember, Kingdom Hearts is pretty busted, not gonna lie. Yeah. Later, I guess.